Hi everyone, this is Jill Celeste from JillCeleste.com and the Celestial Marketing Academy, where I teach purpose-driven entrepreneurs all they need to know about marketing so they could become the director of marketing for their business. Today, let's talk about setting marketing goals. You know, goals are really awesome for marketing because it gives you something to compare your results against. It gives you some type of benchmark that you can say, yep, this tactic was successful, or this tactic didn't quite meet it. But here's the thing, goals are kind of worthless if you set them too high or if you set them too low. And what I find, even in my own experiences, is sometimes you really don't know how to set the goal. Maybe you're doing something for the first time, maybe it's a new market, maybe it's a new tactic, and you really don't know what kind of goal to assign to it. So I want to talk to you about a strategy on how to do goals in your marketing plan that'll help you make better decisions about your goal and give you a range that you can choose from. So one of the things I learned back in my corporate days, you know, every year we had goals that we had to meet for our marketing plans. And one of the things that we did in my company was we had a 3-tiered goal sort of system. And I really like this. You know, I was thinking, you know, of course, I haven't been in corporate many years, but I was thinking about one time I was setting a goal for myself and I thought, gosh, you know, I've never done this kind of, well, actually what it was a presentation to a group of people. I'm like, I really don't know what to expect here. I don't even know what kind of goal to assign myself. And I was really thinking about it, and then I remembered this 3-tier approach and I thought, bingo, this would really work. And once I implemented it in my marketing plan, it's something that I continue to implement and teach my clients about. So let me tell you about this 3-tier approach, and I think this will help you with your marketing goals as well. So imagine, if you would, instead of setting one goal, you know, say for example, you have a Facebook ad campaign and you're going to, you know, you have a goal assigned of maybe attracting 50 new Facebook fans or 50 people clicking on your link, you know, whatever that is. And really what you're doing is you're kind of arbitrarily pulling numbers out of the sky unless you've done that tactic before. What I recommend doing, especially when you're feeling unsure about what kind of goal to assign to that tactic, is to actually create 3 goals. And I have an audio visual. I hope you can read it. You can assign threshold, target, and stretch goals to your individual marketing tactics. Now let me tell you what each of these mean. So a threshold goal is something you can easily achieve. You know, this is sort of the no-brainer. Yep, I know for certain I'd be able to get that goal. It's kind of a low ball, if you will, but that is what a threshold goal is. A target goal is a goal you would have about a 60% chance of achieving. You know, so if we were in the Goldilocks story, this is Mom Bear. This is the middle of the road. Again, a 60% chance of achieving. And finally, the stretch goal stretches, just like the word is, it's really stretching what you think you can accomplish, and it's actually something that maybe you'd have only a 20% chance of accomplishing. And so you could see why this is a little bit easier to kind of wrap your hands around, because you're setting 3 different types of goals. And then what you can do actually in your marketing plan, and this is an enlarged view of what I do, I actually have columns in my marketing plan. And so I would have the threshold, target, and stretch goals there, and then a column for the actual, so I can actually document what it is I achieved. So, you know, let's just do an exercise. Let's say you found a new networking group and you went to a meeting, you're like, yep, you know, I really think this has got my ideal clients in here. This is something I really want to try out and see if it's working. So you go ahead and put that in your marketing plan. And so you're thinking about, okay, well, what kind of goals can I assign to that networking group? So someone in my industry, one of the things we're always trying to do is trying to get people to do our introductory calls, what my business mentor calls the get acquainted call. So let's say that's your goal. So you're like, okay, over the next 6 weeks, how many get acquainted calls should I easily get? You know, we're just making this up. Let's just say 1. That sounds very reasonable, okay? So in 6 weeks' time, what do I have about a 60% chance of getting? Well, I'll be there for 6 weeks. There's, you know, maybe 20 people in there. I'll say 4 get acquainted calls. And then stretch, you know, again, 6 weeks' time, what is about a 20% chance of achieving? Well, there's 6 weeks, I'm going to do this, maybe, there's 20 people. Let's say half the people I get a call with, rather. All right, so you sign the numbers. And then at the end of the 6 week time, you count how many you have. Now here's what's nice about this. If you easily achieve your threshold, which is what by design you're supposed to do, you are going to feel like, woo, you're going to feel great because this is something you've accomplished. You can just check that off. But let's say you're still in your 6 month or 6 week period. So you've accomplished one. Now you see, okay, well, I only need 3 more to reach my target goal. Well, for someone, if you're built like me, who's very competitive, I'm going to work really hard to get those 3 extras. And let's say I do that. Woo! How exciting is that? So now you're looking at your stretch. And then maybe you never achieve your stretch, but let's say you actually got 6 get acquainted calls at the end of that 6 week period. That is awesome. Look how you blew your goals out of the water. So you may not have reached your stretch goal, but you got pretty darn close and you blew out those other 2, and you're going to feel fantastic. I know I would. So this is just an example of the type of thing you can do. You can put this on your wall. You know, another thing I've seen with fundraisers, you know, they use that thermometer graphic and you color in. You could do that same. If you're a visual person, if you need constant reminders of your goals, just do something like this. Put it on your wall over your desk and it'll just always be a reminder for you. And you can use those 3 sets of goals to help you really achieve your marketing tactics. So I hope these tips help you in setting your marketing goals. And if you need other marketing advice, please visit my website at jillceleste.com. And until next time, here's to your marketing success and have a great day.